Problem number 4, it wants me to find the x-intercept and y-intercept of this equation. Well, to find, now I know it's a parabola, so I know the guy's swinging down and then swinging back up because it's a positive number here, so it's an upwards facing parabola. So if you think about this, you know it's going to hit in 2 locations for your x-intercept and only 1 for your y. So finding that x-intercept, well, let's again think about our x-axis and y-axis. The x-intercept is going to hit somewhere here and somewhere there. Well, let's just concentrate on this. How much have we gone over? I have no clue. I don't know what that value is. But what I do know is that that point I haven't gone up any. That means the y value is 0 in this problem. So I can come to this equation and plug 0 in to figure and then calculate to find the x. So I'm simply going to have the f of x, which is your y equals, the y value in this case is what? 0. So you and I have that 0 is equal to 4x squared minus 7x minus 2. Now I got to solve this. I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? Well, you should notice, one, nothing factors out, but you should notice it's going to factor into maybe a 2x times something and a 2x, or it might be a 4x and just an x. Well, if I look at this, the only things to multiply would be a 2 are going to be a 2 and a 1. And if I flip them, it doesn't matter because these are both 2s. So that's going to be 4x, 6x. That doesn't give me the 7. So I know it's 4x and something here and x and something here. Well, the only thing is I could put a 2 and a 1. That won't work. But if you put the 2 here and the 1 here, from your factoring skills from the first few chapters, you'll see that that works. Since it's a minus, one of these is a negative, it's actually going to be the negative right here and the positive right here, because that'll give me minus 8x plus 1x, which gives me the minus 7x. So now remember, this is all set equal to 0. So either this comes out to be 0 or that comes out to be 0. So solving this, 4x plus 1 is 0, or the x minus 2 is 0. Well, that's easy enough. X is 2. So I know one of the points is 2 comma 0. Solving this, not going to be as pretty. Minus 1, 4x is negative 1, divide by 4. X is negative 1/4. No big deal. It's crossing right here, negative 1/4, comma 0. So my 2 intercepts are negative 1/4, comma 0, and 2, comma 0. And that makes sense. If it's the x-intercept, I know that it's crossing the x-axis and it hadn't gone up any. So my y values are going to be zeros. For my y-intercept, okay, it's hidden somewhere here. Well, again, think of this. It's hitting the y-intercept. You know you've gone over none, but you don't know whether you've gone, how far you've gone down or how far you've gone up. So we don't know that y value. We do know the x value is 0. So in this equation, we know the x value is 0. So in this equation of y equals 4x squared minus 7x minus 2, we know that the x value is 0. So 4 times 0 squared minus 7 times 0 minus 2. That's 0 minus 0, negative 2. We get a y value of negative 2. So this is crossing at 0, comma, negative 2. 0, comma, negative 2. And there we have it. We just have to think things through.